Let's talk 2025 Concacaf Gold Cup, specifically the favorites of who's going to win it this year. 4 of us are gathered here today. The council is here. Yes, let's talk about it.
Get it, boys.
All right, Joaquin, who's your favorite Gold Cup?
I feel like I might be joined in the sentiment, but I feel like it has to be Mexico. I don't know. It's just like
with the hey.
Wow.
With the
they're just like the most informed. Like their team, like a lot of players going abroad. Like they have a lot of good players. I don't know, just they're the best right now in the conference.
Wow.
This is beautiful to hear.
So confident.
I'm so glad you joined the team.
I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna have to go Canada. I
Ooh,
Canada.
there it is.
I think Canada.
There it is.
Well, okay. Can I just say, bro, sunglasses. I think Mexico are like. Don't get me wrong. Obviously they have strong showing recently, right? So like, I understand the sentiment and I get it, and like, they can do very well. But Canada, I think when we talked about this, Canada, I just feel like are the most balanced. And obviously, you know, we always say they lack that experience that maybe Mexico has. But I think the only way you get that is by coming to these tournaments and doing well. I mean, that's how Mexico did it, and that's what Canada have to do. So I'm gonna have to go and say Canada. They're gonna show up. They're gonna do well. Hopefully, their players all playing at their best. Obviously, form is always very important coming to these tournaments. But I think I don't know. I like the feel. I hope Canada's feeling ready to go far. Maybe win it. Maybe win it.
Interesting. I knew he was gonna not say Mexico.
I can't wait to hear yours, Elijah.
Well, let's not forget a certain country that exists. I'm just kidding. You know what? I can't decide. Which I'm really looking forward to this Gold Cup, by the way, because that is not the most clear-cut favorites by any means. I don't think you can obviously say 100% Mexico or 100% Canada. You know, no, and well, it depends on how many drugs you've taken on said day. It depends on to that decision.
Just all confidence, baby. No drugs here. Pure confidence.
Well,
all I needed was one Nations League, baby. And
smoking that Nations League pack.
I'm on a high for life.
Yep. And for that reason in particular, I'm gonna give it to Canada, just because I've only heard real reasons. Well, and actually, no, Joaquin did.
You didn't even give me a chance to speak yet. What are you talking about? Real reasons.
Don't worry. Okay, let's look at both. Let's look at both. So Canada, like you said, obviously Jonathan David, best 9 in CONCACAF, and yeah, Raul and Santi. And I want to say Santi. Raul is up there. Wow, Raul exists as well, and he's good. No, Raul is definitely the number 2, without a doubt, the number 2, and it's close. But Jonathan David, man, just announced today he's leaving Lille. He's going to be moving to greener pastures. He's going to want to perform well at the Gold Cup.
Come on, baby,
get the move he wants.
Come to the bowl.
Know. He is so above everybody else, including West Ham. He's just so above a lot of the world that I think he's not. But I think Canada's going to do really good here.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have to consider no Alphonso Davies in the Gold Cup, which I'm using to say Canada is even more favorites right now. Because you've mentioned this too. Canada often plays better now. They often play better without Alphonso Davies now. And that's, something that shouldn't be overlooked. And I'm not going to say it's an advantage to Canada now, but it's going to be a new look team that I think allows Jesse Marsh to play a certain way without having to introduce or, maintain the likes of Alphonso Davies, who, although he can play everything on the left side, what is the thing, something master of none? He does everything, but he's a master of none. You know what I mean? Someone just told it to me today. I forget what the phrase is.
I've never heard of that.
Jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah. So, Alphonso Davies, he's very good. Don't get me wrong, but I think Jesse Marsh can set the team in a more certain way, in a more clear-cut way that doesn't have to utilize Alphonso Davies fully up and down the wing and can have more stability on the left side. But Mexico are just the form that these players are in Europe, which doesn't always translate into the national team, which we have seen numerous times with not only them but the USA and Canada. I'm just saying. I started the conversation saying they're all doing really good. I'm just saying it doesn't always, but it can.
There's always a but.
Juan Vasquez is killing it for Genoa. Scott's about to move to a bigger club than Copenhagen after jail. Santi and Raul. Santi and Raul are both doing really, really good right now. They had a really good past week or so. I'm going to go, I don't know. And as a result, that means I'm going to pick Jamaica. I think Jamaica are going to be the all-time favorites because I can't.
Oh, no. Yes.
For
Yes.
the ship to
Okay.
shot up, though.
Yes.
We'll give it to Andres.
We can
I'll
all
give
agree
the
with that
floor.
one. Jamaica, at least
you.
a favorite.
Bro, I was gonna clip this
Thank
for
you.
one reel, and that reel's gonna get like a crazy amount of.
No, let's be real though. We can all agree they could be a favorite of something. Maybe not winners.
Yeah.
They could be a favorite
to
of
drop
something.
out of the group stage first.
Wow.
Oh,
What? This
oh,
guy's been only hating on Jamaica.
Bro,
I might not even be wrong.
Don't even
That's
wear
the
the
thing.
jersey. Don't even. We don't need. My
Well, back to the favorites. Chris, you have the floor. Who are the favorites to win the 2025 Gold Cup?
I mean, come on now. Let's be real. You know, it's not Canada who lost 2-0. It's just like they did. It's not the United States. They lost to Panama. Duh. Who's on the high right now? Mexico, obviously. Easy dub. Costa Rica, Suriname, Dominican Republic. Got nothing on us. Watch us lose all three. But it got nothing on us, baby. Going to the top like it's nothing. The ref's going to be on our side per usual. I mean, it's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait. I might go to the game solo at SoFi. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be that excited. Shit.
That good,
I'm full. I might go to Texas. Watch the semis and the final because I'm already going to buy them now. I already know. Put my money where my mouth is. Shit.
I please, after we record this, I want you to actually do it, because regardless of if they're there or not, the vlog would go crazy. It'd be so funny, because either you'd be so excited to be there and it'd be amazing, or you'd be so sad that it'd be amazing.
Imagine it's Canada and I have to buy a Canada jersey.
It's Canada USA. Canada USA.
Bro, we don't even get to the semis, bro. It's literally just no. I on an actual like logical rant that I will go on, because viewers of the channel do know, and you guys as well, that I'm very biased when it comes to Mexico. But as previously mentioned, I know, so I don't believe it myself sometimes, but that's what I've been told. But it's just like we're on a hot streak. We're gaining momentum, and I've seen improvements, like little improvements throughout each international window, and obviously the Nations League was you make the biggest improvement in terms of the best we've seen Mexico play in a long time. And I feel like the only way to go is up from here. We have a lot of players in form. Obviously, our attacking force, which was probably our issue for the longest time, of finding the right system to make and the right players to make it work. And I think we finally cracked that code. So, I mean, I'll be very happy to see us play two strikers once again, although you never know. But, and also I think defensively, we're finding little solutions here and there. So I'm excited about that. Midfield, obviously, for fuck's sake. So, Edson, that's all I got to say. That's the only positive. Shit, he played like 20 minutes this past weekend. That's all I got to say about our midfield. But El Capitan, he's got it. I have no concerns about that. Honestly, it's a vibe in terms of the way we're progressing, the way we're going. It'd be quite shocking if I feel like, analytically speaking, for us to get knocked out, at least before the semis. So it's easy. But I would like to say this one thing that is not Mexico related. I am so glad none of us said the United States. It brings an actual warmth to my heart, because I'm cool with Canada. Tim Hortons, all that jazz. I'm cool with
Hortons
Canada.
Every time.
I'm cool with it.
I know. He has nothing else. He has nothing.
He does
Jelly
not.
donuts, like shit. I'm cool with it.
What is that?
They sell that at Tim Hortons.
That's not college too. It doesn't.
But they're not Tim Hortons jelly donuts. But I'm just saying, winter, duh. I got nothing wrong against Canada. Canada's an exciting team in terms of
winter, bro.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm about to get flamed by the Canadians after this one. Shit.
Oh yeah, the one.
After this one.
No one.
But no,
let's analyze this a little
Canada.
bit. All right.
Pure vibes.
Okay, one thing that Mexico I think does have advantage for, to some extent, is Mexico are not going to really be faced with too big of a problem involving the Club World Cup, which doesn't need to be taken into consideration.
Dubs.
The USA is going to be missing Weston McKennie and Timothy Weah at the very least. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head who else, but I know those two are going to be gone, and that's going to be a relatively big deal for how USA plays. And I won't really be missing anybody. Mexico, I mean, obviously you have Pachuca in there. I believe Monterrey's in there, right? You have Monterrey and you have America, and no one from those three really have the biggest impact anymore on the Mexican national team. I guess some players, obviously you can say, Henry Martin and whoever moves there. The biggest name that I think they might be missing would be Elias Montiel if they want to give him the opportunity, or we're even thinking about such a thing. But Mexico will not have to worry about the whole Club World Cup thing, which is super, super nice.
I'm just saying, bro's not going to get a chance, unfortunately.
No,
bro's not going to get a chance.
He's not.
Not even against the Dominican Republic. Shit, bro. Not even against anybody. Just depressing. That's my one knock with the many knocks, but yeah, it's just giving the
one. I was gonna say
the many. I'm just on that high still. You know what I mean? I smoked a little too much, so I thought for a second, too positively, on the
smoking on that Mexico pack too much.
Yeah, exactly that. By the way, just for clarification, not an actual pack of anything, just pure vibes and wins.
This is Perez. I can utterly promise you, he doesn't do nothing. He doesn't do anything. just delusion and lies is all he gets high off of. And so
not lies.
He was
facts,
something,
bro.
But
I spit facts earlier. Facts. Won the Nations League. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Thank you.
Problem.
Thank you. It's a shame that his bias is working. What are we to say anymore?
Nothing.
I pray for times like this. I did for years.
But
for years.
I'm honestly, I could see a bad showing for Mexico just because
I know where you live. Watch yourself.
Let's say they use that. You go in, you're feeling good, and you're just not prepared for a tough team that sets up, low block. We know
it's
Mexico
true.
The greatest at breaking that down. And if say Raul or Santi have a bad game, because it happens. Obviously, Raul maybe is a little more consistent, but even if he does have a bad game, because obviously he can, and we've seen it. What if that happens? And one bad result, and then one iffy result, and all of a sudden you're on the brink of elimination from group stage because it's that ruthless? You never know.
Skipped a couple steps there out of nowhere, but
Bro's
no,
acting like
I get it though.
It's the Copa America or the World Cup or some shit.
Well,
it's the Gold Cup, gentlemen.
When you're talking about Mexico, right? And this has happened countless times in recent history. Is Mexico get a little bit of good form, whether it's 1 or 2 games, right? And we know Mexico fans love their team and kind of exaggerate how good those times are. I'm just saying.
Excuse me.
They exaggerate how good those times are.
You're one to talk.
It's true. It is true. The U.S. About what?
Exactly.
What? Okay. So I do agree with Diego that there might be a hint of complacency coming into it. Let's talk
Never.
Let's look back at numerous games. The Nations League quarterfinals for one, right? That first game against Honduras. Any game against Honduras or a team lower in ranking Concacaf, I think Mexico and a lot of the big 3 really underestimate. And they obviously underestimated Honduras, lost 2-0. And it happens, like they said, with other games too. I don't know if Mexico is ready to overcome that yet. I think to me, and maybe to Diego too, Mexico still need to prove themselves a little bit. I don't think you can say that Mexico, and Canada too for that matter, Mexico can't go into the tournament being like, yeah, they're the fucking favorites. Because they got 2 wins in the Nations League, right? I think the June friendlies are huge before that. And it's going to really change public perception based on how they play against Turkey and Switzerland. And which in my opinion, I think the Turkey game, both games aren't clear-cut chances for either team. I think both games could very well end in draws for like I said, both games. I don't think you can confidently say Mexico going in are the favorites just because they haven't proved it yet. Yes, they've had 2 wins against a Canada side who admittedly did not play their best game, and a Panama side who threw the game in the 89th minute with a stupid handball. So, how are we going to just off those 2 games? I can't confidently say Mexico are going to be the favorites going into it.
I think, like the way I see it, can you say if Mexico matched up? I don't know what
the brackets.
The bracket is. So I don't know who they can and can't be matched with.
Oh,
but say they do get matched up with another. Okay. Well, let's say they get matched up with a USA. Can you confidently say they're winning that game? No, I'm not going to confidently say that.
No.
Hell, even a Panama, I can't confidently say they're going to beat them. I mean, and that's not against Mexico. I feel like that goes for all the teams, to be honest. It's not like a clear-cut favorite.
So are you saying there's no favorites? Is that what you're saying?
Guys, for the past 20 minutes, there's no favorites.
I mean, I don't think I'm wrong to
They're
say
all
there's
equally shit.
favorite. But I'm still going to put Canada as, percentage-wise, I would put them the highest percentage to win. But it's not going to – I'm not saying they're, 95% chance they're going to win. That's not the case.
But they have the majority of your personal votes.
They do.
I see. And your mental popular vote, Canada wins it.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand.
Population 1.
When that's why this Gold Cup is going to be so intriguing, right? Because anything can happen. And what I like about it is every single Gold Cup in the past has been who's winning at USA or Mexico, and it's always them two in the final. It's always one of them pulling it out.
Except the last one.
This is the first time. Yeah.
Hold that.
What? No, Mexico won the gold. I'm saying it's either the USA or Mexico. One of them pulls it out.
Oh, I misheard you. My bad. I just wanted to dog on the United States.
That's okay.
My fault.
That's okay. That's okay. But this is like the first Gold Cup in a long time, the first Concacaf tournament in a long time, where neither of them are confidently a favorite. And Canada can slip in there. Panama might even slip in there. And you want to give the shouts to the Jamaica, Surinams, and Costa Ricas and the Hondurases of the world. Maybe they're there too. But all these teams have a better chance than ever before against Mexico and the USA, and that's why this Gold Cup is going to be super entertaining. I, for one, am super excited because let's face it, the Gold Cup wasn't an exciting thing for the past, 2 or 3 iterations. It's can Mexico, USA send their B/C teams and they still win?
Yeah.
What's the point, right? This is expectedly going to be an A-team Gold Cup and a fairly even one at that. I cannot complain. A man like me cannot complain. I see.
Sorry. I was going to just say, so basically, just pay us. I mean, just pay us to do all your presentations, really. I mean,
this is the most marketing I've seen for the Gold Cup.
I know. That's all I'm saying.
It's just us.
It's just us. But
it's just us, yeah.
Just pay us, dude. Any federation wants to pay for us to travel and flag everything, let us know. There's 4 of us now. We're splitting 2 teams of 2. Divide shit.
Well, there you go.
Divide and conquer. I said it fucking backwards.
No, I mean conquer and divide it all. Yeah,
conquer and divide.
Attaboy.
What does conquer and divide mean? You conquer and then you divide.
Yeah, we conquer as one and then we divide it in
give it away.
Wow. Okay,
Conquer
you're right.
Yeah. I'm not dumb. Shit, I didn't even see my own vision.
That's what the scribes say. It's like Poe, like the Dragon Warrior scroll. There's nothing there, but everything's there.
Everything's there.
I'm losing brain cells with the glasses, bro. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but it's the glasses. It's the glasses. Well, I believe that's going to be it from the 4 of us for our Gold Cup favorite video. Now, of course, this is nowhere near the last content we have scheduled for the Gold Cup. We got things before, during, and after the entire tournament. So make sure to stick around if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a like if you want more Gold Cup content. Leave a comment down below who your personal favorites are in this Gold Cup. And hopefully see you guys in future videos. Take care.